What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you were new here. It's your girl Marie here, and on this channel I talk about basically little nuggets of wisdom on how you can live simply and live well, which is something that I've adopted over the last few years. And that brings me to the topic of today's video. I've been seeing around YouTube a lot of videos where people are talking about they're doing a low buy or a no buy or a low to no buy type of year. And it just got me thinking, like, why is this all of a sudden popping up all over the place? You know, typically, someone in the hallway coughing up a lung. Typically, like, if I'm going to shop, I'm going to shop in January. Some people do a no buy January, a no buy July. And to me, I feel like those are 2 months where if you're going to shop, you should shop in those months, because that's usually season, like sale season time. Retailers are like just trying to clear space for the new season ahead. Prices are usually pretty good with the sales during that time. That would be the time to shop. That's the time that I normally shop. So when people do a no by January, I'm like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you not shop in January and then curb your spending? Like, just be strategic about when you're going to be splashing out your money. And then I started to wonder, is it because people maybe towards the end of 2024 were looking back on their life over the course of the year and realized that they spent, maybe they were a little spendy, you know, dining out a lot, taking Ubers all over the place, splashing out on clothes, you know, going to the spa and doing all these things, and spent a little bit more outside of their means. And now they're trying to dial it back, save a little bit more money, and not have a repeat performance in 2025. I mean, I don't know where all y'all live, but here in Toronto, like, you need, you know, if you're going to go out for dinner, you need to like bring your bank account, because it'd be pricey to go out for dinner. I went out for dinner in mid-December with a couple of girlfriends to a new spot in our neighborhood, and I spent $80. And if I tell you what I got for $80, you'd be like, girl, where was the rest of the meal? That sounds just like an appetizer. I had 1 glass of Prosecco, and my main was the sea bass, and it came with, it was like a split piece of sea bass, and, you know, seemed like just a little handful of vegetables. And that was my entree. That was like 30 some odd dollars. When all was said and done, tax, tip, and everything, $80. $80. I felt like I needed to go home and eat a burger or something, because that was just, the value wasn't there. The place was nice, but the value was not there, and I am not going back anytime soon. And then I thought, are people doing a low to no buy because they're adopting more of like a minimalist kind of lifestyle? They've really honed in on what's important to them, and they're realizing now that they don't need all these things that they've kind of collected last year and over the years, that they're realizing that less is more, and having all these things is just weighing them down. So now they want to get rid of some of these things and just live lighter. Listen, I'm not mad at that. I am all for that. You really don't need half of the things that you have. You probably could get rid of 3/4 of your wardrobe and still be fine, because we are creatures of habit, and we tend to wear the same things over and over and over again. Let's just be real. And when I see people that are doing all kinds of hauls, luxury haul, affordable luxury haul, is that really a thing? You know, beauty haul, home decor haul, H&M haul, Zara haul, Walmart haul. What the haul is going on? When I see all of that, I'm like, where are you wearing all these things? Like, there's only 365 days in a year. Where are you wearing all these things? Maybe people have realized that they've just got masses and masses of clothes and things all around them, and it's just too much mentally. And now they want to just pare down and just really live with and enjoy the things that they have. Sell off some of them things, make a little extra pocket cash, and go along their way. I'm really curious. I live a pretty, I wouldn't say minimal lifestyle, but I'm someone who just doesn't, I know myself enough to know that I don't need like a ton of clothes. I don't need all these kind of tchotchkes and things around me. I prefer to live with like a few good things that I love and just enjoy them and save my money for things that are more meaningful, like vacations, self-care things, spa days, time visiting or hanging out with friends and family. That's more meaningful. I mean, when you're collecting all of these things, these clothes and shoes and accessories and all of that, listen, you can't take it with you when you die. Last year I saw a quote by Marlon Wayans, her post, and he was talking about how over the course of his career he'd collected, cars and clothes and all these kind of things, and was saying basically that he doesn't want any of that anymore. Like, he's done with it. The only thing that he wants to collect are smiles. He wants to, do good in the world and focus on those kind of things that are important, making a difference, rather than collecting all these things that you can't take with you when you leave planet Earth, when you make your transition, when you are gone from the Earth plane. So I want to know, like, are you planning to do a low to no buy year or not? You're just going to keep on with your ways. Another reason I think, well, at least for me, why I'm kind of just, not buying a ton of clothes and things is I have a pretty big goal that I'm looking to hit this year, and we need to just direct our finances in that direction. So for some people, that might be a reason why they're doing the low to no buy, is because they have, some pretty good big goals that require some serious resources. And so they made the choice to just curb their spending when it comes to their clothing, their wardrobe, going out, and all those kind of things. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm like on the minimal, slow living kind of train. I just, have all my creature comforts around me, but it's not a ton of things because I don't like to be wasteful with my clothes. I feel like if you're always shopping, you're never going to wear all the clothes that you have. They're going to just pile up in your closet, and you're never going to remember the things that you have, and they're going to just sit there. And as far as I'm concerned, that is money wasted. You will never fully get back the money that you have spent on clothes. It's like a car to me. Once you drive it off the lot, the value depreciates. So it's about just being intentional, choosing wisely, and really thinking about what really is important to you this year. There's been so much that's gone on in the world over the last 4 or 5 years now that I think people are really starting to look at their lives, think differently, and really focus on what the meaning of life is, what's important versus, what are just frivolous things, and just, kind of move in that direction. I'm not saying you need to be walking around like a hobo and don't spend any money on yourself. You need to do that for yourself. You deserve nice things. But I think it's just the overconsumption, the obsession with things that has really just gotten out of control. So hey, if you're doing a low to no buy year, I want to know. Drop it in the comments and let me know what's your reasoning behind it. Are you saving for something special? Do you just realize that you overspent last year and you need to curb your spending? Are you moving towards more of a minimal, a minimalist type of lifestyle? This inquiring mind wants to know. And that's all I have for you today on this quick little video. As usual, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.